watching the rate that everything is getting more and more automated. So Claude is another version of AI that's done. This one's done by Anthropic. What I thought was going to take 5 years, 2 years, 1 year is now going to take 2 weeks, 6 months, and a year. Like everything just continues to get faster and faster. And it'll be the same thing for autonomous driving. But that said, how disappointed are you that you're 48? 49. And we still don't have flying cars. Are you disappointed too, or am I the only person? Hey everybody, welcome to today's episode of the TexTenn podcast. I am Keith with the wonderful one and only Clay Blair.
What's up?
Not much, man. So we missed last week because I was in Raleigh freezing to death, by the way. Freezing to death. It was insane. It was like 75 degrees before I got there. It was 75 degrees when I left, but it was like in the 20s and 30s. Like I thought I was going to die.
What were you doing there?
So I have a few clients there, and it just worked out that I could go see them all at once.
Okay.
Just get it all over in one fell swoop. One of them is Pete's Garage right there, Pete's Garage has purchased $800 worth of custom 3D printed stuff from Graham. So
that's pretty good.
So thanks, Pete's Garage. So I'm recording this right now. It's Friday, March 6th. This won't come out until next Tuesday. Graham doesn't know it, but because of the order from these guys, he's got a second 3D printer that will be there tonight at the house.
Oh, really?
He has no clue. He's about to get surprised. He's going to lose his mind because he's like, I should get one now because I had those big orders, and he didn't know I'd already ordered it.
Is it the same one? It's
the same one because we agreed that was the way to go. And then he's going to get the same system that can print 5 plates in a row as well. So basically you can print for, in theory, probably 50 or 60 hours straight without ever stopping. So it's...
well, congratulations, Graham.
Yeah. He sold $800 in a week to one client. But he sold that same week, he sold like $1,200 total. That's a lot for a little kid. It's nuts, right?
It's fantastic.
I mean, because his cost in that stuff was probably, I don't know, $120, maybe?
Wow.
Yeah. So he finally, for the first time, spent some money because, he's just sitting on all this cash. So he finally decided to spend some money. So he went over to his buddy's house that lives here in Flower Bluff. They've got like 5 or 6 acres, I think. And his buddy's got some RC cars, right? Really fast ones. So he spent $260 on an RC car that goes 56 miles per hour.
Does it really?
It's nuts. This thing, you have to dial it back to like 50% speed to get it to not pop a wheelie.
Okay.
But it's got a wheelie bar on it, so it won't flip backwards. But it's like watching a rocket shoot out. It's just like...
All of a sudden, and it's 0 to 56 in...
Like that.
Like that, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
That's really something.
It's something that I wanted as a kid, never could have because they were so expensive. And back then, you could only get them out of a gas-powered one.
I was sitting here thinking, did we used to have... Were there some gas-powered ones?
Yep, because the electric ones just didn't have enough power. But these things, Clay, 56 miles an hour, and I believe it because it is going so fast.
I've seen that.
It's nuts.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So again, so now he's got this one. He's like, oh my gosh, I could get an even bigger one. I'm like, okay, slow your roll. Let's not spend all of our money on RC cars. But I mean, this is the only thing he's bought with his money. So he didn't realize I had ordered it for him. So it came in last night, and as the sun's going down, we drive over to Flower Bluff and then he runs it for that one, and then because he didn't have a chance to get the battery all the way charged up, but he ran that one, and then his buddies has a couple of them as well. They ran them for an hour and a half.
Really?
So they had a freaking blast. And of course, the next question is, we're getting out of school early tomorrow. Can we go over there right away? I was like,
we've got to run these race cars. We got to run these. Yeah.
So
he doesn't have a choice.
No other option.
Right.
No other option. Oh,
right.
Shoot. He could rent it out of your place because you guys have gravel.
You bring it. Yeah. Let me play.
Those things have, because in gravel, they'll do the drift thing.
Sure.
Because he tried to drift it.
Is he off
concrete
for spring break next week?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See you next week.
We need to come out.
Mm-hmm.
God, we need to come out Monday. I'm telling you, he tried to drift on the concrete, but the tires are so sticky it went. But it almost always lands back vertical,
right side up,
and just takes
off again. Yeah.
You're gonna love it. It's a freaking blast. So his extra batteries are coming in tonight, so that way when a battery runs out, slap a new one
next? You know what he needs next is a drone.
We have a drone.
Oh, you do?
Oh yeah, we've had a drone for a long time. They're fun.
The
problem is out here.
So windy.
It's so windy. Like you can't move the thing hardly sometimes.
I'll be nice.
But we need to bring that out there, because out there we'll be able to fly. We'll be able to, that house that sits way, way back there.
Yeah.
We can fly that thing all the way and just fly it around the house and just watch it. It's nuts.
Go annoy those people.
I'll charge it up. Well, I mean, obviously I wouldn't, but we could. Like, to be clear.
Drone flying over our house.
So when they were building a house like 20 houses down the street from us, I took my drone, flew into the house and flew around inside the house, flew back out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it's got a camera on it, right? You can just watch where it goes.
Yeah.
But, because none of the windows or doors are up, so I just flew right in. It was awesome. Luckily, they won't listen to this podcast and know that I flew around their house, but it was really cool. Anyway, so that's Graham. Anything happened while we took off last week and this week? Anything
all kinds of
going on? Oh, really? Like what?
In fact, President Trump came to Corpus Christi.
Yes, he did.
Knowing that night he was gonna.
He made the call in between the Corpus Christi thing and going to Whataburger. Like, that's on that drive from the port to Whataburger.
He greenlit the Iran thing.
Greenlit the Iran. If you believe what they said about when he made the call, he physically had to have made that call while he was in the car.
I'll be darned. Way to go, Corpus.
I cannot believe that you did not go to that. I
didn't
believe it.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure
I'm
that's
ashamed
right.
of it, because again, I wasn't here, so I couldn't go. Now, again, I did get to circle for like 30 minutes around Corpus Christi, waiting for him to take off so we could land.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
And then when I landed, Marine Force One was flying to come and get put inside that
inside that giant airplane. I did see the giant airplane fly over.
Yeah, it was flying around to come down and get put, because all the stuff was getting driven up into it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that was, well, I sent you pictures. Deanna got to go. That's just so unfair.
How long did she have to wait in a line? How did she get tickets?
So she got tickets online. Like, she went to the White House website and got tickets somehow, because nobody else could get them. But she and her grandmother got to go. They got to meet Wesley Hunt.
I saw that,
which was freaking. She said it was amazing. She goes, that guy. Obviously, we all knew that he was likely not going to win, which it sucks that he didn't. But she's like, that guy's a great person. You can just tell he's a good person. Like, he's not a politician. He's a good person. So
he was on the Clay and Buck show the other day, and
was he?
Yeah, I knowing he's probably not going to win, but I liked him. That's the first time I really heard anything out of him.
He obviously extremely intelligent, obviously, but also I think he's just a good person, like a good human being. So she obviously got to meet him, got to watch Trump. She's like, this is freaking amazing. It's just
how many people did she say what was her estimate on how many people?
I didn't ask.
I
didn't even ask her. No, I just kept asking questions about what it was like. She's like, it's just unreal. Because and then Dana, my mother-in-law, goes up to DC for work. Trump was supposed to greet them, but he had some more important things going on, apparently. Like, I don't know, dealing with all this crap in Iran. So she didn't actually get to meet Trump, because it was supposed to be, allegedly, they were supposed to be greeted by Melania and Trump, but then that didn't work because of all the stuff going on. But she did get to meet Ted Cruz. Okay. Like, it's just these people. And then I'm over here, like, the biggest celebrity I get to talk to is Clay Blair. This is as good as it gets for me.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
This is as high as it goes for Keith Evelyn. But yeah, I mean, last week it was nuts. I mean, so again, whole Iran thing pops off. Iran starts bombing everybody around them instead of doing anything else. If you go and look at the number of missiles and drones they've launched, what country do you think is the number one that they've attacked?
I want to say there was something about Turkey the other day. Turkey's going, what the heck we do?
Well, that's what all of them are thinking. So you would assume that it would be Israel that would get the most fire from
It's
them, right?
not.
It's United Arab Emirates by a large margin. They've had like 860 missiles / drones dropped on them, whereas
Somebody's got the
like
map wrong in Iran.
Yeah, exactly. Israel's like number 5 in line at only like 200. I'm like, what? So I have friends that live in Dubai in the UAE, and they're like, it's terrifying. You know, we go to sleep at night and we just hear these interceptors blowing up these missiles all over the place. You know, sometimes they don't get them and they like hit the hotel, they hit an apartment complex, and they're like, this is just never anything that we thought was going to be a problem because the UAE is really safe, right? Like nobody wants to bomb the UAE except for Iran.
Well,
just
they're going to run out of missiles here pretty quick.
Well, like you saw where they have just constant surveillance flying above their underground bunkers where they keep all the missiles. So back in the day before drones were a thing, this was like the smartest thing in the world because you could never blow up their missiles because they were so far underground, right? Well, now they can't get them out because they only have like 1 or 2 entrances and they just have drones constantly flying. So every time they bring something out, they're like, there goes that one. So
we
they're
need
like,
to stop and figure this thing out real quick.
Yeah,
this isn't working.
How do you get them out now? Like, it's not like you can just like build an elevator that comes up because they'll blow that up too.
Seems like that's their problem.
Exactly. But again,
should have thought about that.
Not enough forward thinking when drones started flying around to go, oh crap, how are we going to get these things out? So yeah, I mean, they're literally going because like we know we can't blow them all up underground, but we also know that we can keep them from getting them out from underground. So sucks for you. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing, it's really interesting because you've got the people in Iran actually dancing in the street saying, thank you, President Trump, thank you, America. The people that we know here that are from Iran are like, this is the best thing that's ever happened for the Iranian people. And then just because Trump's doing it, the left is like, you're oppressing the Iranian people. And it's like, no. They're killing the people that were oppressing the Iranian people, but also the president just 6 months ago when these or months ago when these protests started doing, they killed something like 30,000 people.
Yes.
30,000 people. And nobody cares about that. Like, wait a minute, what? And then the fake news about the fact that the U.S. or Israel blew up a kid's school or something like that, and it actually was one of their missiles that went the wrong place. One of Iran's missiles, they accidentally blew up one of their own schools and hospitals. So, I say accidental. It was actually probably on purpose. If you think about it, I mean, they don't care about killing their own people.
Make it and just blame Israel.
Correct. Yeah, right. I mean, it's better PR, right?
Mm-hmm.
It works better. So, I don't know. I mean, God, the whole thing's just. My daughter keeps asking if this is the beginning of World War III.
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it'll be. I mean, we're not sending people in there. If we
have to do that much anymore,
we've got a problem. And
yeah, something went wrong.
It could. It's amazing to me how quickly the price of gasoline and diesel, for that matter, just.
Well, it's because you can, because obviously we don't have a supply problem here, right? But if it shuts down the rest of the world, well, if it shuts down the rest of the world, we're just going to export it because I can get more money. So we're going to jack the price up here. Supply and demand sucks, but yeah, no, I mean, it went up 50 cents a gallon overnight. I mean, in California, it probably went up $2.
I think it went up $1. I think we're up yeah, I paid $4.29 yesterday.
I paid $2.99 yesterday.
Huh?
I paid $2.99 yesterday.
I paid $4.29 for diesel.
Well, you use diesel. Wow.
But that was in. I was in a town that was the one gas station.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked, and I didn't fill up at that price. I just got enough to get me unstranded. I was pretty low.
It was pretty low, as it turns out. A little dicey. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody ever wants their country or any country to be bombing another country, right? I don't think that's a thing. But like, I think there's a lot of good, at least for these people in Iran, especially like the Christians in Iran that have been living underground for decades at this point, because if they pop their head up, they literally will get their heads cut off.
I'm surprised that I heard something about that the other day. I'm surprised that they would live there for that reason. I mean,
most people leave, right? But at some point, if you're poor and you're a Christian, how you getting out?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
How you getting out? I mean, you're not, because you can't afford to. So you don't have a choice. You just, again, like we've said here many times at this point, you and I are just lucky because we were born here.
I agree. I get it.
And they were unlucky because they were born there. Yeah. But, make the best of a terrible situation is all you can do. So it's terrible, though.
Speaking of the best of a terrible situation, I asked you a while ago if you had seen the Bill Clinton deposition video.
Yeah. Okay. Clay we're on a phone call and he tries to start asking me questions he should be asking on the podcast.
I wanted to, if you hadn't seen it, I was hoping that maybe you would see it before we started this. It is the funniest thing. All right. So
what is this for? What's this about?
He was being deposed over his involvement with the Epstein people.
Okay.
He's got a camera on him. He's sitting next to this lawyer. And obviously the other side had slid him a picture and asked him, do you recognize this? Do you recognize the people in this picture? All of a sudden he just starts smiling and he's like, oh, wow. And then his lawyer rips it away from him. And he starts clawing back and gets it back from her and is just grinning
That's awkward.
Big as he can. It's like he was looking at his high school yearbook. It's the funniest thing. You gotta find it. And watch it.
Is it real? See, the problem is I have a hard time believing a lot of stuff now.
It's real.
If it's AI or it's real.
No, it is real. So how you haven't turned the TV on and seen it?
I have not watched TV.
Okay, I guess. My gosh, it's funny.
So, but okay, what ended up happening though? Did he say something?
No, he just sat there.
Are you serious?
Just looking at this picture, just grinning like he was going back through his head of just pointing at people, naming them.
He's fighting with his lawyer to get the picture.
It's so funny.
It's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, so election day was last Tuesday, or just a few days ago. Did you vote?
Yes.
Okay. If you said no, I was going to have to go tell me.
No, I did.
To bleep this out. Okay, so yeah, I voted for Hunt. Obviously, he didn't win. Everybody else that I voted for that I cared about won. None of those people came on our podcast.
No.
That's very disappointing.
No.
So, but I mean, that's fine. It's just the primaries. So how are we going to get anyone? I don't care. I don't care how low level the race is. How are we going to get someone on before November?
Okay. We'll work on that.
But how are we going to do it?
We'll find somebody.
Okay. So are you deciding that you're running for
I'm not
District
running for
1?
Anything. No.
Oh, you're not. I thought we agreed you were.
No.
Oh, that's very strange. Maybe I just said that you were in my head.
Oh, you said it a lot.
Okay. Oh, so I said it out loud? Okay. Well, okay. I mean, I think we should stick with it. Thoughts?
No, I'm not running for anything.
Dang it. Okay, fine. All right. So what else happened in the news in the last 2 weeks? Because, again, I was just freezing the whole time I was in Raleigh.
All right, here's the next topic. And I already mentioned Clay and Buck. The other day, they were talking about how Tesla and all these cars that have this driverless feature, right?
Yeah.
All you do is sit there. Yeah. And what they were saying is it won't be long before cars aren't even going to come with a steering wheel.
Yeah, correct.
And it's going to drive down the crash rates and the people that are hurt, killed in crashes. All kinds of things like that. Meanwhile, I'm pulling a 30-foot trailer in a 20-foot long truck,
Yeah.
going through a gate at this point that I had to back up. I had this much gap
Clearance.
to get through this gate. I don't think we're to the point of
It'll happen.
a driverless vehicle that is going to be able to pull a trailer through a gate where it's got this much gap.
It'll happen.
How
eventually.
is it going to do that?
Because there'll be lasers and radar or whatever it's called all over the vehicle that will also cover the trailer. It will happen eventually. That's down the road. The very first thing that will happen will be tractor trailers without a driver, right? That will be the very first thing, and they'll do it on very regular routes where it's super simple.
Yes,
There's no,
yeah, sure.
And then as things learn, but I mean, I think your scenario, what year, 2026, I think by 2040 that's solved. I just do. I could be wrong, but see, watching the rate that everything is getting more and more automated, and like, so Claude, have we talked about Claude at all?
No.
Okay,
Which is going to bring us to Steve here in a minute too, by the way.
Yeah. So Claude is another version of AI that's done. This one's done by Anthropic, and Claude has something called Claude Code. So it'll actually code websites. It'll code software. It'll code mobile apps. It can do all sorts of stuff. Their coding is so good that they're using their coding to code new versions of Claude. So they're launching new versions of Claude like basically every other week now because they're so much faster. So what I thought was going to take 5 years, 2 years, 1 year is now going to take 2 weeks, 6 months, and a year. Like everything just continues to get faster and faster, and it'll be the same thing for autonomous driving. The problem is ballpark. Your truck, if it was brand new, how much would it cost? Ballpark.
Yeah, I get it. If I mean, to replace that particular truck, there's nothing fancy about that truck. It's the haul truck, but it's still, I'm sure, $60,000-$70,000 to replace
it. So then that all of a sudden becomes like 140.
Sure, I agree with that.
And that's the only, but so then that will be the limiting factor is I can't afford to buy a haul truck that's $150,000.
Right.
Like it just doesn't matter. Like even though I don't have to pay a driver to be in it, I can't afford that just yet because I don't have the capital to invest in that.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be the limiting factor to begin with autonomous vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, how disappointed are you that you're 48? 49, and we still don't have flying cars?
Flying cars.
Are you disappointed too, or am I the only person?
Yes.
Because I was promised that by 2020 we were all going to be flying around without touching anything. There was going to be no steering wheel. We were just going to be flying. That's disappointing. We're not even hovering. Like we're not even coming off the ground.
I know.
That's very disappointing. Like, gosh.
This is stupid. When was Back to the Future set?
Oh, do
you know
one word?
The first one where he's got the hover. Was that the hoverboard?
So,
yes.
No, that's the second one.
That's the second one?
Yeah. Back to the Future 2 was set. Okay, where'd it go? He traveled from 1985 to October 21st, 2015.
See?
Yeah.
We still don't have hoverboards.
We still don't have it. I mean, here we are 11 years further in the future, and we still can't hover on our we don't have a hoverboard. We still have a skateboard. This is so lame. But
yeah.
You remember those shoes that he had?
Kind of.
They self-strapped themselves and everything, and then Nike made a version of them. Yeah, that was... I'm trying to convince my kids that they need to watch all three of the Back to Futures with me, because I loved them when I was a kid. Absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
So, but, yeah, like... It's really disappointing, man. Like, why can't I fly myself to work yet?
Now, there are some flying machines.
Yeah, like there's they're like helicopter drone deals that you can get in yourself. Yeah.
Yes, and
you should buy one of those.
Well, I don't have much use for one, but a really good friend of mine, Chris Jones, he runs a ranch that is a big ranch, and I've been trying to convince him as soon as I saw them, I was like, dude, you've got to get one of these.
What's his name?
Chris Jones.
Chris, come on, man.
Mhm.
Like this, me to you. You don't know me from Adam. I don't know you from Adam, but you need to buy this. Like
See?
100%, you've got to buy this. Because I just want to play with it.
I
Like
know.
I want to. That
I
seems
know.
like, so I saw one the other day. You don't even have to have a pilot's license to fly it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's only for yourself and it's under a certain size and blah, blah, blah. But basically it's kind of uncrashable because it's drone, right? It's four blades, blah, blah, blah. Has a parachute, like the safety feature on top of safety feature, like backup on backup on backup on backup. Like if anything fails, we just go ahead and land real quick. I mean, I'm just saying we should be flying in that. You and I.
I know.
But you could fly. Don't you guys have a ranch, don't you?
Yes.
So why couldn't we fly from Diamond B to the ranch and back?
Well, it's pretty far.
How far?
It's 2 hours. 2
Well, but
hours
as the
by
crow
highway.
flies.
Huh?
As the crow flies?
Well, I mean, but those things are not incredibly fast either.
Yeah, that's a good point. Dang it. So how big's the ranch? Let's just fly it around the ranch. That's fine.
217 acres.
It's big enough
Oh,
to
yeah.
fly
I mean,
around.
it's a big fine.
So why haven't you bought one yet?
Well,
I'm really confused.
Because I work at a tractor store, and that's what I do.
You have weekends. You have nights. You're not going to play soccer in San Antonio every weekend. I don't want to hear excuses.
I am going to San Antonio this weekend.
Oh, are you? I'm not.
Mhm.
Ironically, I'm not. Yeah. Because it's spring break, the soccer games, no soccer games this weekend or next weekend. What are you going to San Antonio for?
See the girls?
Oh, okay. Wouldn't they like to fly in a little personal
I don't
vehicle?
know. Sarah Kate, I think yes. Beth,
No dice?
I'm not sure about Beth. I don't think Jess would.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think Jess would do it.
I think Annabelle would do it in a heartbeat. I'll have to ask. I mean, obviously Graham would. Graham would be like, yeah, let's go. Would your brother do it?
I don't know. Okay, and he's going to listen to this, and I'll get a text message of what his answer is. My guess is, yeah, he'd do it. He's not going to get real high off the ground.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. So that way, if I fall, I'm not no
you
death
just
possible.
slide to a stop.
Right. So I mean, you would do it, right?
Oh yeah.
So would Jamie do it?
Mm.
There's 0% chance that Deanna would do it. In fact, Deanna would be so
I don't
against
think
it,
Jamie
she
would
wouldn't
do
let
it.
any of us do it. There's 0% chance she would let us do it.
Yeah, I don't think Jamie would do it.
Yeah, Deanna won't even fly in a private jet, like
Oh
my
my gosh, I love little planes
because she's too small. She's like, it's too small. I won't do that.
Mm-mm.
Like she
I
won't let
love
me
little
fly in a
planes.
private plane. I've never been in one.
You haven't?
I would love to.
All right,
I've never been in a helicopter.
I haven't been in a helicopter either. I want to. I want to ride in a helicopter.
I do too, but I've been threatened with my life, and I'm like, well, but like if you're worried about me dying and you're gonna kill me, like I'm confused.
All right, picture the very first truck that you can remember from your childhood.
Okay.
Just picture the inside of that truck, and I'm hoping that truck would have been something like early '80s, late '70s, sometime
Early
in the 70s.
years, like
pickup.
Ranger.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Trace and I went to Alaska. I think in 2010.
Okay.
And we had to drive from Fairbanks to a oil airport, we're going to call it. It was just a landing strip where a pilot picked us up, flew us to another airport, to a remote airport where we got into one of those float planes.
Are you serious?
Yes. Get in the float plane. I'm in the right front side, and this float plane had to make like 3 trips to get us all there. To get the 6 of us there, I think it at least took 2 trips. I think it was 3. Anyway, so I'm in the front next to the pilot.
Sure.
And I'm looking out over Alaska and just, and all of a sudden my stomach got a little queasy. I was looking at the interior of this airplane, and I swear I was in Trace's first truck, which was my granddad's, I think early 70s something
Sure.
pickup with, it had the fabric, and it had the roll down windows.
Yep.
My stomach kind of dropped when I realized this is what I'm in. This is, those planes run for forever. I'm sure that plane was built in 1960. Yes, correct. Exactly. And then I had to pick myself back up going, this is way too cool. What you're doing right now is way too cool to suddenly your stomach gets sick because you think you're in Pop's old pickup.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, it was fun.
That's really good. Dang, man. So is that the picture that's behind you?
And no, that's Sarah Kate. Oh yes, that one. Me and Trace.
That's it. Yeah,
that was from Alaska.
Okay. Yeah, I want to go Alaska fish. It just seems like fun.
That was supposed to be a caribou hunt, and we still have yet to see a caribou in our lives. But it was fun. It was wild.
So you're trying to kill Rudolph?
If he'd have stepped out, I would have shot him.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like red nose and everything. Just popped him off.
Sorry.
Man. Annabelle's going to be a little bit upset about that.
Don't tell her.
Don't worry. She won't listen to this. Graham's friends apparently every once in a while still listen to our podcast. But none of Annabelle's friends care.
Tell me, don't give me whatever you want. This is something Jamie and I were talking about the other day. Give me a list name me some of Graham's friends. First names.
Bird.
Mm-hmm. Who?
Bird.
Okay.
Yeah, he goes by Bird. I think his actual name's Jackson. So there's Bird, there's Liam, there's Cash, Jose, Miguel.
Okay.
Why?
You know the names that you don't hear anymore?
What's that?
Like Brad or Jason.
Sure, or Keith.
Keith, for that matter.
Yeah.
What
you
happened
probably
to all
will know
those
one
names?
Keith. Well, we just replaced him with cooler sounding names. How many Keiths do you know?
Besides my Uncle Keith, who passed away a few years ago, I think just you.
Right. There's just not very many.
Right.
It's just weird. But yeah, no, I mean, but like there's like the Claytons and the Braxtons and the Jackstons and Jacksons and like they're all those types of names now. It's very, very
okay. Let's hit
Braden.
Yeah, exactly.
Braylon, like, because again, you got Jackson and then Jackston, and you spelled a couple different ways. Okay. Braylon and Braden. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very interesting.
How many when I was all through school, in most of my classes, there would be 3 or 4 Amandas.
She
Is that still a thing? Is Amanda still a name?
No.
No?
But now there'll be 3. Annabelle has in her class, Brooklyn. She has 3 Brooklyns. And all of them will come over to the house at the same time. And it's just like, oh my God, like that's a lot. And there's only 7 girls here and 3 of them are named Brooklyn. Like, what the heck? I mean, it's quite funny. It really is. But yeah, I mean, it's, again, well, names go in cycles, right? I'm like, you don't hear like Bernice. Like, when's the last time you've heard of a Bernice, right? Like, that's just not a thing.
Sure.
So yeah, they definitely come in cycles. Yeah, like that's just not, like, it's not a thing anymore. But like Matthew has like stood the test of time.
Matthew is still a name?
Yeah, David, still a name.
Okay.
It's really, like, it's interesting how some names have like been before me and then still hearing kids called that, and then some names are just like dead, like Keith. Yeah. Like I know one little boy named Keith, and it's funny because he played baseball with Graham for a little bit, and the coaches would be yelling at Keith, and I'm like, why is somebody yelling at me? Because again, if you ever hear Keith, it's me. Like there's no one else around named Keith. Right. So like there's never a confusion. So it's quite interesting.
When Mom tells the story. I don't remember this, but evidently I didn't like my name when I was a little kid. Therefore, changed my name to Tex at one point, which is what Jack Chima calls me.
That's hysterical.
Anyway, Mom says that on the first day of kindergarten or first grade, I was throwing a fit saying, I hate my name. I don't want to go to school because people are going to make fun of my name. And she says, oh, no. Yours is a great name. And there's not going to be any other Clays in your class.
Yeah.
Got there was 3 of us.
No freaking way.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's insane.
Mm-hmm.
So my entire childhood, so the way it worked in Oak Ridge is there were 4 elementary schools, 2 junior highs, and 1 high school. So like you slowly got to meet the rest of the kids in Oak Ridge, right? As you grew up. There was only one other kid named Keith Herbies. He was the only other kid. I was in one class with him, and because of our last names, it was H-E-R and H-E-A. We had to sit next to each other. So Keith and Keith right next to each other. Or I guess I was in front of him, he was behind me. But yeah, he was the only other Keith I ever knew growing up. But I definitely didn't have 3 in one class. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else named Clay.
I don't either anymore. No, that's not a good friend of mine is Clayton. And that's his name is Clayton. My name is not Clayton.
Your name's Clay.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody named Clay other than you, obviously. But also my most famous friend, right there. The celebrity I know the most. But yeah, no, I thought Clay, like when the first time you reached out to me, I was like, I actually thought that was a pretty cool name. So to your mom's credit, like I think it's a cool name.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I like it, Keith. Now.
That's good. You grew into it?
It was pretty easy for kids to call me Clay-Doh, or something about
Clay-Doh,
mud or something. I don't know.
Sure.
But that went away. My charming personality got everybody became my friend, and nobody made fun of my name anymore.
Right. Yeah. Graham gets Graham Cracker a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. But and we've always come up with our own, like Grambino, the great Grambino.
One.
Yeah, so he has and then just the East Tennessee Bubba. But he doesn't like any of his nicknames. He just wants Graham only. Kind of lame, but whatever.
My nickname, Dad called me K-Bob. That was my nickname, K-Bob.
K-Bob?
And then what was cool was in about the 3rd grade, I think, this restaurant chain opens up here at 5 Points called K-Bob's. I was like, that's ours.
I own that.
We own it.
That's
it's named
really
after
funny.
me.
That's really funny. Where's K-Bob come from? Because Clay is not spelled with a K.
But you would have to interview Mom and Dad over that one. I don't know where that came from.
I didn't really. My mom can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think I really had a nickname when I was a kid. I mean, I'm sure they wanted to call me a lot of names, but they wouldn't have been nicknames.
Yeah, get it.
I'm sure they wanted to call me a lot of names, but they were good parents and they didn't. Yeah, but I don't remember having a nickname as a kid. I don't know, but definitely.
Hey, I gotta go.
Oh yeah, you gotta go give blood. Everybody else go give blood. Go donate.
I gotta go do my good deed, and I'm starting to run late for it.
All right, we'll catch you guys next week. Thanks, sir.
Bye, everybody.